So every day at Animal Control we do sort of an inventory or a roster of the animals that we have, and one day recently we had 14 guinea pigs in the shelter. They seem to have come in all at the same time. So we do reach out to rescue organizations because we're really set up, if you've been to our shelter, we're really set up for dogs and cats, but as an open admission shelter, we take in any animal that needs us from Frederick County, including rodents, including guinea pigs, and including 14 in the last couple of weeks or so. So I have Fluffy and Randy has Peanut. These two guinea pigs, they're both boys. They're about 2 years old. They started off in a pet store, and the people purchased them from the pet store and kept them in good condition for the last couple of years. And then one of the children in the family developed allergies. And so Fluffy and Peanut are now with the shelter, and we're trying to rehome them. There's a couple of things about guinea pigs. I've owned them myself, so I'm sort of a fan, but I also realize they're as much work as a dog or a cat. They need to be cleaned. Their cage needs to be cleaned at least daily, just to kind of do a spot cleaning at least weekly, because they are in a contained area. They need to have somebody monitor their nails, make sure that they get a broad-based diet of dark greens and things. So when you go to the grocery store and you have a guinea pig in your life, your grocery list is going to look a little bit different probably than it has in the past. You need to get a good quality guinea pig pellet food in addition to vegetables. When you're introducing foods to them, you want to do it gradually as you would any other species. You don't want to give them 5 different types of berries the same day and then expect them to not become ill from that. So, and then probably the most important thing is you need to have on board a veterinarian that's fluent in guinea pig. Just in case, guinea pigs also need an annual exam by a vet, just a nose to tail exam, just to make sure that everything's working okay, making sure that there's no malocclusions in their teeth, checking their weight, making sure that they're not overweight, underweight, or anything like that. So guinea pigs typically are very reliable in temperament. These two have been well socialized, so they're easy to handle. You can tell they're not stressed, they're very relaxed. Even if they had a trip from their housing unit to our laps this morning, they're doing really, really well as far as being agreeable to being on camera. So we do have an interview process, even for rodents. Yes, we do. And that's an opportunity for us to sit down with potential adopters and kind of explain the care that they need, go over the history that they've had. When we get rodents in and we see that, or any animal, and we see on their profile that they were surrendered because a person in the family had allergies, you want to keep in mind that there's some prevention. If you have an animal in your home that you think you're allergic to, washing your hands goes a long distance. You want to make sure that before and after you touch one of these guys, you wash your hands. They are living in hay, and sometimes it's not the guinea pig itself you're allergic to. It might be the peripherals that are in their habitat. So, but again, this is Fluffy and Peanut. They are bonded, meaning they came in together. They must be adopted together. They've lived together their whole entire lives. It would be unfair to them to separate them, and especially they get along so well. They nurture each other. They kind of play together, and so again, we mandate that they get adopted together. So if you're interested in a guinea pig, now is a good time to check the shelter. So